So why aren't you or we intimate with everything around us? Why aren't you intimate with your food? With the taste, with the chewing? Why aren't you intimate with the spoon, with the dish, with the colours, with the banana, with the tray? Why aren't you intimate with the tissue? Why aren't you intimate with the blowing of your nose? Why aren't you intimate with every single arising right now? Why aren't you intimate with that sound? Why aren't you intimate with the other sounds? No matter what is arising right now, this minute, no matter what, you are contracting from it. You're making mind. You're judging. There's a distaste in you. There's an offence in you. You're making offence. You're making this separation from all that's going on around you. You're offended by me. You're offended by what you see. You're offended by what you hear. Due to this self-contraction. This separative act. Another word for this separative act is sin. You're sinning. There is nothing that is arising right now, right through the whole world, that shouldn't be happening right now. Even saying something shouldn't be happening right now should be the case, is already the case. This contraction is separation. It's just an act which we don't need to do. And due to that act, you aren't ecstatic. You aren't in love. You aren't really happy. You're not joyful. You're not intimate. Due to this one single act of the self-contraction. And that act creates, supposedly, a separate self, a me and a you. Of course there are objects. Objects all around me. There's a mug. There's a remote control. There's a mat. There's a picture. There's a bottle. There's some glasses. You can't see all that. On the screen you can see a cushion, you see the railing, see the door, see the curtains, see the ceiling, see the beam, see the plant, see the jumper, see the shirt, see the person. Are you separate from every one of those objects? If the answer is yes, then that's something you are doing and it's not necessary. Are you pleased to be separate? Do you want to be separate? Which creates a sense of loneliness, which creates a sense of I'm important and you're not important, superior and inferior. There's a feeling of competition. There's a feeling that you're right and I'm wrong. It gives you a kind of status, a kind of image. You think you've got it right. It gives you some sort of feelings of being, that you're important. All that nonsense. due to this self-contraction, you're taking yourself away from all these objects. You're not intimate with them. Unless you say, oh, I love that. Oh, I love that. Oh, I like that. I don't like that so much. Oh, I want to do that again. Oh, I want to see that film again. Oh, I want a bit more of that chocolate. Nothing wrong with any of that. But if you're doing it to make you happy, because you're not already happy, then that's due to the self-contraction. You're reliant upon others and objects to make you happy. And that's not on. It really isn't on. The older you get, the more exasperated you are, the more frustrated you become, the more lonely you feel, the more on your own you become, more isolated you become, more forlorn, all of that nonsense, because you haven't realized that the body-mind is already inherently happy. That's its true state, its true disposition. This key word is already. This body-mind is already happy. It doesn't need anything to make it really happy. Truly happy with a capital H, not conditionally happy. It's already happy. Now this is the paradox. Because it's already happy, it's happy to be. It embraces all and all. It's happy to be unhappy. I can say, I'm not happy about that. The body-mind is happy to say, I'm not happy about that. I'm not happy about all these wars. I'm not happy about all this misery. I'm not happy about all this starvation. I'm not happy about all this competition. I'm not happy for all this class system. I'm not happy about all these religions. I'm not happy about all. But I'm happy that disposition with a capital H, happiness, is always already the case. It hasn't been disturbed by all this atrocity, these atrocities that are happening in the world. And when you're in this disposition, your life is just simply effortless, problemless, concernless, from the egoic point of view. How to fall in love, fall out of love with this nonsense, and fall in love with this. It's intimacy. It's just how it is. All you need to do is realize you're doing that and stop doing it by falling in love. Fall out of love with this and in love with that. My teacher, Adidas Samvaj, has proven to me time and time again, over the 35 years that I've known him, of him, that unhappiness, that suffering is one's own doing. And to take responsibility for this activity I'm the happiest person I know. I'm the most free person I know. I'm awake. No doubt about it at all. I'm awake to this ridiculousness. I'm awake to this already disposition, inherent state of happiness. There's nowhere to go when you're here. You're at home. And then people say, what have you done today? You say, nothing. Where have you been today? Nowhere. The pianist plays all these notes. Bach, the notes of Bach, the notes of Beethoven, the notes of Brahms, the notes of Joplin, all these different pieces. But the pianist remains the same. He's never bored, he's never tired, he just loves what he's doing. Notes flow out of him. Well, everything's happening around me are like notes, I'm playing these notes. Playing is play. What should I do now? Oh, watch a bit of television. What should I do now? Eat a bit of food. What should I do? I say I. Read this, do a bit of tidying up. Always something to do. It's part of the game. It's part of the play, the divine play. You're allowing the body to be divinely played. Etc., etc., etc. And then you see there's nothing to do. You see it so clearly. There's nothing to do. There's not even anything to do here. It's just another note of the same composition. The composition of God. God is playing through these people, these great artists, actors, acrobats, gymnasts. They're allowing the body to be given over to the music, given over to the singing, giving over to the acts. You give over, you're surrendered. There's no holding back, there's no contraction. When I go to yoga classes, I see all these contracted people. They are egoically concerned about their postures. The body can do a posture, the body can do a posture. If it can't, it can't. If it can bend forward, it can bend forward. If it can't bend forward, it can't bend forward. Every morning this back aches. Gradually it eases off. What should we sing? La 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 la, la la la, la la la, la la la, la 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 la. No self-consciousness. That's contraction. If you feel fearful, anxious, self-conscious, that's the result of self-contraction. This is the greatest message you can receive. It's the greatest message. And then the greatest bit of understanding is to understand that activity. Millions and trillions of people past and present did not understand this. And they go to war. They kill thousands and millions of people. thousands and millions of people die of unhappiness, dis-ease. I'm re-educating you to understand that this activity is not necessary. It's not necessary to add this to life. Life is life. Every time you add it, you're killing life. You're strangulating life. Adidas says, be sensitive to the dual sensitivity. Be sensitive to that, and be sensitive to that. Inherently know the difference. And hold up your hands and surrender. Be moved from your heart. Then you can embrace everyone and love everyone for what they are. It doesn't mean you accept what they do. No. It's important that we change things. Very important. There's a right life. There's a correct life to live. Life to live, be lived correctly and rightly from this disposition. Thank you for listening. Blessings. Be open-eyed. Thank you.